welcome back, welcome to my channel. I'm Muriel, Nurse Muriel. I'm a registered nurse, a bachelor's prepared registered nurse, and I prefer long-term care, although now I am working in mental health, but I still prefer long-term care. Hey to my new subscribers, how y'all doing? Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for hitting that subscribe button. I like to call myself a unicorn because I am a registered nurse who prefers long-term care. So my oldest but goodies, y'all already know me. Y'all already know what it is. Thank y'all for returning. Love getting in that comment section, y'all. I love it. I'm getting so many comments from my new subscribers, from my oldest but goodies, and I love it. I love to see y'all perspective on things. This weekend, I'm gonna be out and about a little bit. So Friday, I'm getting my nails done. I don't know if y'all been noticing lately, my nails, I haven't had my press-ons on. So I'm being in that med room, y'all, me having to actually open up the pills, and it gets rough, and my nails be popping off. Y'all know I've been using that glue, and that glue is good. But when I leave there, I'll come to work with 10 nails. I'll leave there with like 6 nails. That's how much it be popping off. And it's been happening consistently. So I'm going back to getting my nails done, y'all. The reason I started getting press-ons is because when I was getting my nails done, 2 of the nails popped off, and that pain, y'all, was unbearable. For 2 days, they hurt so bad. And I said, never again. I'm going back to press-ons, and I've been doing press-ons ever since. I've been doing them for over a year now, y'all. But this is ugly. This is ugly. I can't stand it. And let me tell y'all, men notice things. Men notice things. I was at work the other day, just popping my pills, handing the cup, popping my pills, handing the cup. One of the male workers said, "Oh, Miss Walker, you ain't got your nails done today." Y'all men notice things. And maybe they won't notice, or maybe they shouldn't have been on his business to notice I ain't got my nails done. But men notice things, y'all. And I felt a little like, cause this is ugly. This is ugly to me. This is ugly. And I don't have long nails. I bite my nails. So even putting the press-ons on wasn't helping that because I still bite my nails. So I'm ready for my nails, my hands to be pretty again. I started to go buy a pack of press-ons after he said that and put them on, but I was like, what's the point? Because the next day I go back to work, they're going, 4 of them going to pop off. So I'm so ready. I'm going back to my nail tech. My nail tech that I go to, she has her own shop. She is a young lady. I love her I say bedside manner. So me and my son right now, y'all know he was up in the house all weekend. He was out of school Friday. I had him out the house Friday. He's out of school again today. There was some kind of school holiday for Friday and today. These kids get so many days out of school. We didn't get all these days out of school when I was young. I don't know when this started. He out of school at least 3 days a month, seem like. And why you move, Raz? Stop recording. He be recording people. I said one day somebody gonna cuss me out through because he be recording. He had that phone on and he be recording people in the cars next to us and all. I don't know what kind of enjoyment. He probably go back and watch it at night on his phone. In a quarter mile, keep right at the fort. Got him out the house. He was in the house all weekend. He didn't tear anything. Did he tear anything up? He didn't tear anything up because he finished pulling up the carpet in my closet like I asked him to do that. Keep right. That although he did probably hear me, I'm sure he heard me say, I'm taking the carpet up out my room. I finished his room. I showed y'all a little picture of that. Like I said, it don't look bad now, to be honest. It don't look bad. Just some little areas where you can see I tried to like put some glue to glue it down. And you know, but I'm putting a little rug, just a little area rug right there anyway, so that's not going to show, but the rest of the floor looks good. So I'm going to do my room and my closet. And also, y'all, I found these peel and stick things that go on your wall. You know how people have like one wall or be a different, like they'll paint one wall a different color? Well, I actually want a textured wall. And I found those things on Amazon, or peel and stick things, y'all. I'm gonna make my back wall in my bedroom a textured wall. And I found this the thing. I just got so many things I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm just revamping my house, getting my house ready. Me and my son, we headed into Shoneys. Like I said, he was in the house all weekend. I like to get him out the house. And Shoneys is one of his favorite restaurants. I like it too, y'all. If y'all, I don't know if y'all have Shoneys in y'all area. So yeah, we are heading here. Let me turn around so y'all can see. Let me go. Shoneys, y'all.
I'll put you right here, baby girl, okay?
Okay, I'm coming. I'm just showing my sister what's on the buffet.
Okay. And tell her we got a menu too now.
Oh, she know.
Okay.
All the Shoneys don't be having the same thing on the buffet though.
Okay.
Okay, Riz, we got your macaroni. Buffet look pretty good today. Okay. We ought to head to Dollar General. I need to get some hair dye. I was in there thinking, and I was like, girl, why don't you get a ponytail? It'll be so much less work if I just dye my hair and put it in a ponytail, y'all. Use my regular hair for my bang. You know, my regular hair. It's an okay length. It ain't long or nothing, but it's okay length. It's just them edges, girl. Them edges. Where them edges went, y'all, I don't know. My hair has always been thin, my natural hair, but this problem with these edges, I just started, it's been a while now, because yeah, I started noticing my edges getting thin back in like 2016, and I didn't wear wigs, and I didn't wear weaves like that. All I wore really was braids, so I guess the braids was pulling my edges, and now they just almost just non-existent. Now, I was at work yesterday, and for my new subscribers, y'all, I have a household garbage removal company. I think I went the wrong way. Child, I don't come on this side of town often. But anyway, so they used to have a Kmart down here. I should slide in here. In between these two, sure left is about to do it. Yep. He couldn't make it in, did he? Sure did. Lord, let me hurry up before they pass me. So anyway, I started me and my guy, not I don't say credit for me and my guy, because we were sitting down brainstorming one day, trying to think of a business. You know, we were brainstorming about that. We were just talking. We weren't really brainstorming. We were talking, and I thought about it. And where I grew up, there is no, in rural areas, there is no weekly trash. I thought there was no. Come to find out, there are like 2 other companies who do it, but they still don't service all areas. So anyway, we brainstormed and we started this company, and we're over a year strong, y'all, and it's profitable. It's a very profitable company. We do weekly household trash removal. And so anyway, my guy called me yesterday while I was at work, because he was having some trouble with his truck, and he uses his truck to do the weekly household trash removal. He was having some troubles with it, and then when I looked at my messenger, I saw one of my clients. One of our clients was asking about, was he still coming to get the trash that day, or was trash service still running that day. So anyway, he ended up not even finishing the route last night till it was probably like 10 o'clock at night, which is late for him. But he got it all done, and I was like, you know what? My mind was so focused on the trash getting picked up, and you know, the clients calling, and you know, because they'll call now when their trash need to be picked up, but they don't call when them bills is due. Let me stop. But anyway, my mind was on, you know, I'm at work and they're gonna be calling and whatever. And I should have been thinking about, I hope he's safe, because he broke down on the side of the road. But anyway, he got it all resolved. But yesterday, that's why I was at work and I was doing that, and then I was reaching out to some of the clients, letting them know he's still coming, don't move your can, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. I was watching a video. So yeah, I was watching a video. It was on a rich nurse, poor nurse. I can't remember the name. We're Nurses to Riches, and he had a nurse practitioner on there who was a psychiatric mental health nurse, and she was talking about, you know, the money she makes, and you know, if you don't know, y'all, 2 of the highest paid nursing specialties for nurse practitioners are certified nurse anesthetists and psychiatric mental health nurses. Those are the highest paid nursing specialties for basically master degree nursing specialties there is. I remember hearing about certified nursing anesthetists back when I first learned about them was probably about 8 years ago. Yeah, I never knew there was such a thing. And around 8 years when I learned about them, when I returned to school for my RN, my goal was to become a nurse anesthetist. I remember when I was in my public speaking class and we had to do a public speaking, we had to get up and do we had to be up there for, I think we had to be up there for 8 minutes, and we had to, no, 10 minutes. We had to be up there for at least 10 minutes, and we had to talk about future 5 years from now. And I did my speech on certified nurse anesthetist, and my goal was to become one. And my goal was to become one by the age of 44. Okay. When I did that speech, I was so gung-ho about that was tunnel vision. But what I didn't realize at the time was I had to work in critical care for a year to become one. Once I realized that, I was like, okay, so the chances of me getting hired into critical care, y'all, we already know that there weren't a lot of basically black nurses, registered nurses, like they're compared to our counterparts. There aren't as many black nurses. So that's one thing. When you go up on some of these specialties, when you go on these floors, you don't really see people that look like me. First of all, overweight for one, you don't really see. And then black females, you really don't see us on ICU floors like that. Y'all know, if y'all know what I'm saying, you really don't. So the chances of me getting onto that floor as a black, overweight, older female was slim to none. Then once I got into, and at one point I thought PACU was a gateway into that specialty, and it probably is, I'm not sure. Y'all let me know if y'all found out, because once I started working in the hospital, that dream went out the window any dang old way to me, because I thought about it. I was like, I don't really want to do that. I'm just doing it because at the time I saw how much money they were making, and then that was back in 2016 when I thought about becoming one. I graduated in 2018 as a registered nurse. I realized in 2019 that I didn't really like working in the hospital, so that dream was out the window, period. But in 2016, I think I looked, when I did my speech about them, they were making upwards of like $169,000 a year. I think it's probably more than that now. So it was the money. I wanted to do it for the money. It was, only reason was for the money. It was no specific reason I wanted to do that other than the money. So then once I got my RN and then I got my bachelor's degree, and I was thinking, should I go further? Should I go further? By the time I got my bachelor's degree, y'all know I was already talking about retiring from nursing, period. And I got my bachelor's degree to get office job, because I'm preparing now for my youngest child for the time that, you know, I won't have the help as far as his brothers and sisters keeping an eye on him or whatever. And so I said there possibly maybe a time where I had to take him to work with me or whatever, or maybe need to work from home. So I was more thinking that. So I had given up altogether any hopes of being a CRN, any thoughts of being a CRNA, because I knew I didn't want to do it. Then when I was in school to receive my bachelor's degree, one of my instructors was a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I had never heard of a psychiatric nurse practitioner, but she was one. My instructors for my BSN program were women. It was an all totally online course, but they were all women. They held different master's degrees. Some of them had them in education. Some of them had them as family nurse practitioners. Some of them had them, but she was the only one, I believe, was a psychiatric mental health nurse. And I had never heard of that. And then I started researching psychiatric mental health nurses. And I saw the money they make, and I was like, I never heard of a psychiatric nurse practitioner, a mental health, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. She was the first one I ever heard of, y'all. This was 2020 when I was in school for my BSN. Is it 2020, right? Or 2021? Y'all, if y'all see my old videos, y'all can tell me, because I can't even remember how long I've been. I've been an RN now 5 years. I think I've had my BSN for 2 to 3 years. I know 2 years. I think 3 years. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I started researching psychiatric because she was putting up discussion boards, and some of the answers, like she would reply to some of our discussion boards, and some of the stuff she was saying about her and her specialty, I was like, wow, she had patients. She was doing like telehealth, because I did, one of our discussions was like to the future of nursing and telehealth, and I was, you know, getting on the discussion board saying how I've had some telehealth appointments. And then she would reply saying about her doing telehealth, and she have patients like in Guam and Puerto Rico and all kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, you know, in my mind, I'm taking in her answers like, dang. So anyway, then I looked up how much psychiatric, mental health, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Mental health nurse practitioners or whatever. Y'all, they make a bag. They make money, okay? They make money. Still never thought about being a mental health psychiatric nurse, because by this time I don't even want to go for my MSN, because I'm trying to find something to get out of healthcare, because y'all know my dream is to retire at the age of 50. If I could retire by the age of 50 from nursing, even though I don't know if that's really gonna happen, but I was like, we started my trash company started in 2022. My dream was for that to take me out of nursing altogether, and it could still possibly do it, but I had given up on even being. And what made me start thinking about the master's degree again was I was talking to a nurse, a family nurse practitioner on my PRN, and she was saying how they are trying to phase out the MSN degrees and make all nurse practitioners become DNP. Ooh, nobody, don't even want to do 2 years for the MSN. Who want to do 3 for the DNP? Like, I was like, no, they doing too much, y'all. They doing too much. So then they had me thinking like, girl, you gotta hurry up, go get your MSN program. And I was so conflicted, because it was like, I really don't want to be a nurse, but then if I have to be a nurse, I want to get my MSN. You know, if I'm going to still be in this career for another 10, 15 years, I need to go ahead and get my MSN degree and decide what I want to do. So then I was thinking MSN in education, because I was like, I could teach at an institution, and I could do that from home, because all my instructors did all our classes from home. And I was like, you know, they bring in, someone could bring in like 50,000, 60,000 a year, whatever. If I have that and I'm working from home, plus I have my trash business, I'm good. That's in my mind, that's retirement to me. If I can sit at home and make $50,000, $60,000 a year and have the trash business and it be thriving, I'm good. Because y'all, I don't care what all these people want to say. I don't care. My goal is to be home, whether it's working from home or not working at all. My goal is to be home and not go on these people's jobs. Like, I want to have a bowl of cereal in front of me, eating it as I work. So anyway, or I want to be one of those nurses who put on a nice top for the top, but probably got pajama pants on at the bottom in front of the computer screen. But anyway, so I was thinking about Master of Nursing and Masters in Nursing Education, because I was like, okay, that's a master's degree. It won't be, and I'll be teaching. So yeah, that's the way to go, right? Then I watched a video on someone's YouTube channel, and she has a master's degree specializing in women's health. And for some reason, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that, girl, you do not have to have a master's in education to be an instructor. You just have to have a master's degree. And I'm not really thinking it don't even have to be in nursing, period. It could just be a master's degree of any level in any field, to be honest, to work as an instructor, even in the nursing in the nursing field, because I am a nurse. But getting my master's degree, I could probably get into sociology and still work as an instructor. I gotta research. So then I was like, well, I don't have to do the education. I like geriatrics. I can become a gerontology. How do you say it? Nurse, gerontology, whatever. Get a nursing, a master's degree in gerontology, basically, and be a geriatric nurse. So as y'all know, I love geriatrics. So that's what my mind was going with next. I was like, okay, I can become a geriatric nurse. Y'all, I think God aligned some things. God aligned some things up in my path. I've always felt like things happen for a reason. God aligns things up in my path. Because if y'all have been watching my channel, y'all probably have heard me say I'm thinking about getting a state job, 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 benefits. I know my family and my friends have heard me. I've toyed around with becoming a school nurse. I've toyed around with being a school nurse, basically, because I was trying to look for the most low impact on my mental. State job. Because the benefits have always been a struggle for me. Health benefits for my children and for myself, and benefits. And I wasn't even actively looking for a state job, but I was looking for a full-time job because I was doing so much going back and forth, traveling for working with agency into these other facilities, driving an hour away, hour and 20 minutes away, hour and 40 minutes away, 2 or 3 times a week, that I was spending like $150 a week in gas. And I was at the point where I couldn't do this anymore. So I reached out to a coworker of mine to inquire about a job. We used to work together at a long-term care facility to see who the DON was, because I was going to reach out and try to get a job back at that facility. And this coworker, I didn't know this, y'all. We are Facebook friends. She never posted anything about her job. I didn't know where she was working. I didn't know what she was doing. Last I know, she was working at the hospital that I worked at. She worked a state job with it. She worked with the geriatric population for a state-run facility with the mental health patients. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. Y'all know I was like, I can't do mental health. I can't do it. I can't work with the mental. I can't do it. This not. Can't do it. She told me, girl, I work with the geriatrics. You do this anyway. You do this already. Added on to it, they gave a bonus, because we always heard federal state jobs don't pay, but the benefits are great. Then added on to that, they gave a bonus across the board. She said it wasn't advertised. It wasn't even advertised on the job site. Just the base pay was advertised, but I had already knew about the bonus. So she told me, she sent me the link for the job. She said, fill this out. I'm going to tell my supervisor when you finish. She was like, girl, this job is a breeze, I'm telling you. Filled it out, get up in there. Y'all see I'm there now. But at the interview, you know, I'm listening to the supervisor. I'm there for the benefits. The money, I'm not even going to say, the money wasn't so much for me, because I can go roll through my PRN and make me a quick $500 on a shift. Or I can roll through this other facility with this agency I work, make a quick $600 a shift. So the money wasn't that big of a deal for me. The benefits were everything. That's what I wanted. That's what I was there for. Now, mind you, my checks have been pitiful, so the money ended up being an issue, but that wasn't the goal to get me there. It was the benefits. Mind you, during the interview, the supervisor is telling me how they help pay for your education if you're going, basically increasing your level of education. So it clicked with me then that, oh, if I go for my master's degree, let me see what the state will pay, you know. But I'm like, I heard her, but and it clicked, but then I wasn't paying no attention. I was like, okay, that's good to know. So if I do decide to go back to school, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm working, and I started working. I'm working with these mental health patients. These are mental health patients, y'all. These are geriatric mental health patients. They are. Even when I got transferred to other lodges and I work with those patients, they are mental health patients. Okay, hearing voices, all kind of repetitive behavior. They're mental health patients, okay? It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. And then my mind ran back to that mental health nurse, that mental health nurse practitioner who was an instructor who was in one of my instructors for my BSN program, and how much money they made. I started talking about saturation, y'all, but let me tell y'all, the market is wide open for mental health professionals. The market is wide open. They need mental health professionals. There is a shortage of mental health professionals. But at one time, everybody and their mama that I heard of on YouTube and in person wanted to be a CRNA. Everybody wanted to be a CRNA. Everybody wanted to be a CRNA. I know it was for the money now, because it was for the money for me too. So I know it was just for the money. It wasn't because they love math and they loved it was for the money, because they made the most money. Fast forward 4 years, everyone wants to be a mental health nurse practitioner. That's all I hear. Some of them never worked in mental health at all. I'm in mental health now. Don't know how I ended up in mental health like this. I'm in mental health now. But a lot of these people that I see want to be psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners have never worked in mental health at all. Anyway, like I said, I was watching Rags to Riches video. The nurse was talking. She was saying how she makes like $600,000 a year. She has her own mental health. I guess it's like I would say inpatient, but she also do like tele business or whatever. Money she makes is good. She has her own practice. I'm sure there's a lot of overhead. That's her profit, but her I think there's a difference. That's her revenue, but her profit margin we don't know. But her revenue is like $600,000 a year. Y'all do know, with everybody running to be psychiatric psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners, that once you oversaturate the market, the pay will significantly decrease. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. We're looking at these psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners, and they're grossing $150, $140 a year, $125 maybe on the low end. If a bunch of y'all go to school to become this, because nobody want to be bedside no more. If a bunch of y'all go to school to become this, y'all gonna start seeing their wages drop to family nurse practitioner wages. Not trying to say nothing wrong with their wages, because they make money too. But y'all gonna see the rates drop from 140, 150, 160. Y'all gonna start seeing it drop to 110, 115, 125. I'm not saying that to dissuade anyone from being what they want to be, but I'm just letting y'all know a lot of people jump on things. They bandwagon people. They don't care. A lot of nurses going to school now jumped in nursing because they bandwagon get rich quick, get money quick schemes. They don't care anything about anything to do with nursing, because they don't even help take care of their own. They barely take care of themselves. They definitely don't know nothing about taking care of nobody else. They're in it for the money. Like I said, I watched this girl video who work in long-term care. She work in long-term care as an agency. All she do is complain about the facility. She go all day. Every video is a complaint. And a lot of people going to school for nursing now. Now those who went to school who are CNAs and then became a nurse, that's almost like a natural progression, and they know what it's like. Like, they know what it's like in the field. I'm not saying in the field, because that's what my guy be telling me. He be out there dumping trash. He be like, you don't know what it's like out here in the field. They know what it's like in the field. So if they desire to take that a little further, become a nurse, they already know what they're getting into. But some of these ones who never worked in healthcare at all, and now they want to go to school to be a nurse, it's all for the money, and I feel so bad for the patient. I say that in every video. But anyway, yeah, I just be so jumbled up. But if y'all get what I'm saying, so I feel like it's almost, I don't want to say God aligned it like this, but I work in mental health. I ran across my first psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner in my BSN program. I was interested in the things that she would talk when she was saying she had patients in Guam and all, basically U.S. territories. I was U.S. territories, or whatever you want to call them. It was interesting to me, and she did it through telehealth, and she making all this money, and she's a nurse, and she working with mental health. Y'all see that natural progression? I'm a registered nurse with my bachelor's degree. I'm 2 years away from a master's degree. I'm working with mental health patients. Okay, I sit in treatment meetings with psychiatrists and the mental health patients. I sit in their treatment meetings. I listen to the social workers plan out their transition on how they're doing. I go over the care plans. I am included in the care plans for these mental health patients. I am already a nurse who knows the medical side of patient care. Now I'm learning the mental side of patient care. Y'all, what do y'all think the next progression for me if I decide to get my master's degree? I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all think? And add on to that, my job will pay for my schooling. I don't know how much, but they will pay for my schooling. I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all think the natural progression should be next? I'm gonna just leave it at that. What do y'all think the natural progression should be for me if I decide to get a master's degree in nursing? I'm gonna leave that to y'all. Cause y'all know I go one day I say I'm gonna go for that master's. The next day I say I ain't going back to school. And then the next month I be like, yeah, let me go ahead. And the next month I be like, I ain't going back to school. But I'm gonna leave that for y'all to ponder what the next step should be for me. Okay, I know this video was all over the place, y'all, but that just came to mind. That's some of the thoughts I be having, so I just thought I'd share it with y'all. Yeah, talk to you guys later.